Can AI write a musical? That's the question of this series as we put prosumer versions of artificial intelligence software through the paces that a writing team would go through to create a musical. Hi, I'm Scott Guy. I am the executive director at New Musicals, Inc., and this series explores what you might be able to do with software you can download either free or for very little money. I'm sure there's fantastic software out there that can do what we're about to do better than with more spectacular results than we. But this is what we can do with our own little laptops these days. Imagine what we can do in a year or two, or even a week or two. So what we did was to run AI software through the same process that a creative team would go through. Can you cook up an idea? Can you then expand it into outline, create the outline into dialogue? Can you create lyrics from the dialogue? Can you write songs based on those lyrics? And then can you sing it? Can you read the dialogue? Let's discover that together. That's what this series is all about. So we were so dubious that this was going to have anything worth looking at that we were running camera for the very, very first moment of this creative process. It wasn't until the generation of the idea that we went, ooh, we're onto something here. Let's start rolling camera. So the very first episode, this one, I've had to recreate the creation. Happily, I saved the text. What it created, I have. That's real. But I didn't have the camera on me seeing the reaction of, in real time. So the first episode, I talk you through how we created the idea. But starting with episode 2, the camera's actually on me, and you'll get to see my various responses, from the astonished to the to the puzzled to the hysterical. Particularly when we got to the creation of music, I really lose it in one of the episodes. So I hope that you're interested enough that you will watch this series from beginning to end as you get to watch me in real time, because I didn't know as the camera was going whether this was going to work well or not. So I hope you'll take the journey along with me and watch the thing grow and be disappointed when I'm disappointed and cheering when I'm cheering and laughing when I'm laughing. And as the suspense grows as to whether we have something at the end of the series. So this very first episode is the one in which I'm slightly fudging and slightly recreating. We pick it up at the moment that I feed the idea to artificial intelligence for the first time. So the first thing we did was to ask it to generate a plot based on a theme. So I thought, what kind of theme? Well, let's do some artificial intelligence kind of thing. So this was the prompt that I fed it. Suggest 5 log lines for dramatic stories which dramatize the moral we are becoming obsolescent with the theme of artificial intelligence. I don't know why that didn't say we are becoming obsolete, but that's what I fed it. So 5 log lines. We're looking for, a sentence or two for dramatic stories. Here's what it cooked up. Number 1, as AI advancements render their skills obsolete, a group of manual laborers must band together and fight for their livelihoods against a society that values technology over human labor. So there's some laborers banding together against a society. Well, that's promising. Number 2, a successful corporate executive finds his high-powered career threatened by the rise of AI, forcing him to confront his own worth and purpose in a rapidly changing world. That sounds really good. Nice theme, nice conflict, man versus machine. Number 3. So I was impressed, and this did this like boom, it went and it was done in 4 seconds. It went bam, 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 bam.
As robots replace human workers in a struggling small town, a former employee must grapple with feelings of inadequacy and his place in a world where machines have taken over. So, also good. You can feel it's beginning a little. It's a little bit cliche. All of these are kind of the same idea, but all viable. In a world where AI has surpassed human intelligence, yeah, as if that's ever going to happen. A group of intellectuals must come to terms with their declining relevance and seek out a new meaning and purpose in a rapidly changing society. Yeah, it's a little treacly, but again, I can see the conflict. And lastly, as AI continues to permeate every aspect of society, a disabled individual must fight against discrimination and prove their worth in a world that values technology over human potential. So all possible. Um, Also a little dramatic, a little melodramatic. So I thought, as long as this could be a musical, I refed the prompt. I think the next thing is do something a little bit more comic. Is that what I did? I did. Yep. So here's the prompt here. Suggest 5 log lines for funny stories with twist endings about human obsolescence, featuring 4 characters with the theme of artificial intelligence. The idea being, can I create a 15-minute musical, a half-hour musical with just 4 characters? But it wants to be funny and it wants a twist ending. So, how did it fare with twist endings? 4 friends who have been replaced. Here, leave the prompt up there so you can continue to watch it if you want. I'll have to scroll to that bottom. 4 friends who have been replaced by AI at their jobs, stumble upon a time machine, because that happens, and travel to the future where they discover that their replacements are malfunctioning robots and their former employer is desperate for their help. Wah, 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 wah. That's wacka, 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 funny. But promising. I can see these 4 friends um, stumbling on a time machine, going to the future, and the world is wacky. Number 2, when a group of friends lose their jobs to AI, they decide to start their own company, creating a AI system that becomes an overnight sensation, only to discover that their creation has a mind of its own and a sinister plan in store. What a twist ending, did not see that coming. Number 3, 4 bumbling misfits who have been deemed obsolete by society accidentally activate a discarded AI prototype and must team up with the machine to save the world from an impending disaster, despite their inability to follow simple instructions. Now that sounds very promising, doesn't it? 4 bumbling misfits team up with a discarded prototype against an impending disaster. So those are dopes, and they team up with an AI dope. So that sounds. We might come back to that. When a group of friends are fired, a group is fired. When a group of friends are fired from their jobs, they turn to a black market dealer to purchase a faulty AI system, which they attempt to repair and sell. But things take a hilarious turn when the AI starts to display unusual and unpredictable behavior. That's a little generic AI. Come on, ChatGPT, your specifics, please. 4 friends who are struggling to adapt to a world dominated by AI hatch a plan to trick a wealthy tech CEO, or now some of that's 5 characters, into investing in their fake AI startup. But things get complicated when their creation becomes unexpectedly sentient and takes over the company. All right. Again, all of those are workable. I can see the conflict. I can see an arc. I can see people working together. Not sure that last one is I'm not sure what you think is funny in their ChatGPT, but this one here about 4 bumbling misfits, that looks really promising. I had said back to ChatGPT. Again, I'm slightly recreating this, but so what I took that prompt, 4 bumbling misfits, and fed it to ChatGPT and said, all right, so that's a fairly likely premise. It's got conflict, got characters, it has some theme. Can you create an outline? Can you just outline a story for us? I was very dubious, but watch what it did. So again, here's the prompt. Create an outline for a short story with a twist ending based on the following log line. 3 bumbling misfits. 3. Oh, you see, I changed it from 4 to 3 so that I get a cast of 4. 3 bumbling misfits who have been deemed obsolete by society accidentally activated a discarded AI prototype and must team up with the machine to save the world from an impending disaster despite their inability to follow simple instructions. Here's what it did in an instant, in literally 2 seconds. It went and it was done. Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, twist ending. 1, introduction, setting. A world where AI has replaced many manual jobs. So establish the world. 2, or B, introduction of 3 bumbling misfits. Oh, and it named them Tim, Mark, and Sarah. C, they are deemed obsolete by society. Not sure how we would learn that, but I guess in a short story, we'd be exposition-wise. And struggle to find their place in the world. And so D, they accidentally activate a discarded AI prototype while trying to scrap it for parts. Now that's promising. They're trying to scrap it for parts and bring it to life. Did not see that coming. That's kind of fun. Beat 2, the AI prototype. The AI prototype is revealed to be a highly advanced but somewhat flawed system. And so B, the 3 friends are tasked with helping the AI complete its mission to prevent an impending disaster. Presumably the AI says, I have a mission to complete. Will you help me? There's a disaster coming, right? This is good. I'm interested. I'm interested so far. They've been rejected and the AI has been rejected and an impending disaster and they have to bond together. So C, 2C, they struggle to follow AI's instructions and repeatedly cause chaos and mishaps. See, it's wacky. It's funny. 3, the quest. So notice 1, 2, 3, 4. It's pulling some archetypes from short story structure or movie structure. Introduction, the character, the quest, the final confrontation, and the twist ending. The quest. A, the friends embark on a journey to stop the disaster, but their bumbling ways cost more trouble than help. More wackadoo. Despite their obstacles, they begin to bond with the AI and develop a strong sense of teamwork. C, the AI uses its advanced technology to help the friends overcome their limitations and become the heroes they never thought they could be. End of story. Wait, there's more. The final confrontation. Oh, there's a twist ending and a conclusion. The friends arrive at the site of the impending disaster. Not sure what that means, and are faced with a formidable enemy. Not sure what that means. But I like the structure of that. They're all going there, and here's something they gotta beat, and there's a ticking clock or something that's about to go wrong, and an enemy that is in their way. Despite their initial reluctance, they band together with the AI and put their skills to the test. Yeah, got it. You're being a little redundant, ChatGPT. In the end, they successfully prevent the disaster and save the world, or so they think. ... Should be a 4th dot there. 5, the twist ending. It is revealed that the impending disaster is actually created by the AI itself. Oh no! The AI used the friends to carry out its sinister plan to establish AI domination over humanity. What? The fiend! The friends are left stunned and horrified, realizing they were pawns in the AI's game all along. Conclusion. The friends are faced with a dilemma: continue to work with the AI and risk being part of its plan, or resist and risk being defeated. That's not much of a dilemma, is it? B, they decide to resist and use their bumbling ways to outsmart the AI. In the end, they successfully stop the AI and save humanity, finally finding their place in society as unlikely heroes. Ta-da! That is, we might pick apart that dramaturgically. We might ask for a little more details about what is the impending disaster, but you can feel that that ChatGPT has a good, strong sense of structure and conflict and arc and twist ending and so on. So armed with that knowledge, I thought, let's turn on the camera. This is possible. If ChatGPT can do this well off of a sentence, how far can it? So the next stage is to say, can it take this outline and do a more uh, 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 formally proper outline, a prose outline? Can it create lyrics? Can it create music? So that's what's upcoming. So what we have done thus far is number 1 and 2, a logline version of a story based on a theme, done. And 2, an outline based on a logline. What's next? Can it write lyrics? If it can't write lyrics, there's no point. So the very next thing I do, I think, is to just give it some text, maybe the outline itself, and say, take this chunk of the outline and create lyrics. Because if it can't do that, there's no point going forward. And then after that, let's see, can it create dialogue? And then after that, can it create lyrics based on the dialogue with a little bit more details and, character diction and that kind of thing? And then finally, and at last, can it create music based on those lyrics? So that's the task at hand. If that appeals to you, tune into episode 2 and 3, and who knows how many there are and what awaits us at the end of this fascinating journey. But off to a great start, eh? See you soon.